Welcome back to Global Bike Buzz, where today we're getting up close and personal with Kawasaki's bold 2025 Ninja 500 bike that's turning heads and shaking up the entry-level sport bike scene. Starts with the very first impression you get when the bike rolls in. Picture that aggressive front fairing, razor-sharp twin headlights sculpted into a fierce face, like it's staring you down with attitude. That penetrating gaze right off the showroom floor sets the tone. Now this is no bicycle, it's a fully formed ninja, ready to pounce. Now glide your attention along the side. Notice the full fairing that wraps around cleanly, flowing into the sculpted tank and frame with big bike flair. Those sharply defined edges aren't just for look, they unify rider and machine. The narrow waist and low seat give a feeling of being enveloped by the bike, yet able to reach the road with confidence. That slim build and compact wheelbase, riding high on a trellis frame, promise sharp, agile handling. From the back, the tail is neat, minimalistic, yet purposeful. A LED tail light glowing, tiny indicators tucked in, and optional rider enhancements like a pillion seat cowl and even USB-C charging on same models. You sense a modern bike that's sporty, yet thoughtful in its everyday usability. Shift your focus to the heart. That 451cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. It's compact, tuned to deliver usable power across the rev range. Kawasaki claims around 33.4 kilowatts, 45.4 PS, at 9,000 revolutions per minute with 42.6 Nm torque at 6,000 revolutions per minute. Plenty of punch for city lights, canyon carving, or highway merging. You feel the redesigned internals, a longer stroke but same bore, prioritizing mid-range torque and fuel efficiency over peak numbers. And yes, it's compliant with Euro 5 standards, so you're riding clean. The gearbox is a slick 6-speed with assisted slipper clutch, making clutch pulls friendly and downshifts smooth, especially useful when getting rid of speed entering tight turns. The chassis complements the engine, a lightweight trellis frame that doubles as a stressed member, feeding nimble reflexes into every lean and shift. Suspension is familiar and effective, with a 41mm fork up front and preload adjustable rear shock, balanced just right for responsive feedback and everyday comfort. You sit on it and immediately appreciate the seat's low height, around 785 mm, and its flat, cushy shape that gives you strong contact with the ground. Combine that with forward-positioned foot pegs and elevated clip-ons, and you get a sporty yet relaxed riding triangle. Wind protection is better than you'd expect, as the bodywork smooths airflow, so even longer rides don't whip you around. Speaking of the cockpit, base models feature a crisp LCD display showing speed, bar-style tachometer, fuel average and real-time consumption, econo indicator, coolant temp, clock, service alerts, all clean and functional. Say versions upgrade to a full-color TFT dash with smartphone connectivity, shift lights, oil and battery indicators, USB-C port, and Bluetooth features via Kawasaki's app for ride logs and notifications. On the road, the Ninja 500 impresses. It's light, nimble, eager at lower revs, perfect for slicing through tight traffic or threading through corners with precision. Riders on forums describe it as peppy and light, so they handle well, and advise a 600-mile break-in period before pushing the revs, a solid advice. One noted quirk: sometimes a little squeal from the gas cap as the tank vents, but nothing to worry about. Walking toward the bike, you're greeted by that unmistakable Ninja family DNA. The front fairing looks carved from a single piece of aggression, the twin LED headlights angled with an almost predatory focus. Kawasaki's designers have clearly been paying attention to their bigger supersports, because the resemblance to the ZX6R and ZX10R is no accident. Those headlights are flanked by integrated LED position lamps, giving the bike a signature light pattern that stands out even in daylight. The windscreen is modestly sized but shaped to deflect air over your helmet at higher speeds, with just enough tint to look sleek without sacrificing visibility. Even the mirrors feel more refined, perched at a height and angle that give a wide rear view without ruining the flow of the front profile. your eyes naturally move to the side, where the Ninja 500's fairings blend function and drama. Those angular panels help channel air for cooling, but also give the bike a visual forward motion even when it's parked. The fuel tank has been sculpted not just for aesthetics but to allow your knees to tuck in comfortably, enhancing control in turns. From the midsection back, the tail section rises with a clean, tapering line, suggesting speed and agility. You notice the attention to detail: a flush fairing fasteners, subtle Kawasaki badging, and paint options that pop in the sun. Whether you're looking at the metallic Spark Black or the bold KRT Edition livery, it's clear this is a bike designed to turn heads at the cafe tilde copyright stop just as much as it is to slice through your favorite backroad. For performance, you can feel the engine's character: not wild horsepower, but smooth, usable thrust. Owners mention it holds its own on twisty roads, though freeway speeds above 80–85 miles per hour might feel like it's reaching its limit. But for most street riders, it gives enough zip with a forgiving personality. Braking is confident, especially with ABS variants, as some riders mention ABS can engage earlier than expected, but overall, the system provides well-modulated stopping power. Let's talk price. Kawasaki's 2025 lineup includes base Ninja 500, say, KRT editions, ABS and say ABS variants, with MSRPs typically ranging from about $5,299 to $6,600 in US markets. In the UK, dealers list base models around £5,999 for standard versions, with optional performance or say kits and extended warranties available. That pricing puts it on par with the outgoing Ninja 400, a smart move that delivers more displacement, more features, same price, excellent value for entry-level buyers. Riders on Reddit also chime in. A1 says a brand new Ninja 500 ABS runs about $5,000, just a bit more than a used bike, with the reassurance of no hidden issues. Another notes how forgiving and commuter-friendly it is, even if freeway cruising is just tolerable above 80 miles per hour. The consensus: great starter bike that's reliable, engaging, and well executed. To wrap it, bring the camera back to a slowly panning shot of the bike under soft light, the aggressive front, the sleek side profile, the confident rear stance. Cue your final words. So there you have it. Kawasaki's 2025 Ninja 500 renews the entry-level sport bike game with sharper styling, refined engine, lightweight agility, and smart feature upgrades.